Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for July 3rd, 2020. Whew. I find myself a little bit out of breath. I'm wondering if I'm picking up on you guys. Some of you guys, I want you to just make sure that if you're sitting or standing, that you straighten up your backs right now and you really open up and make sure that solar plexus chakra isn't cut off. That might really help you, and with that breathing and that chest space, that heart chakra. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for January for July 3rd. All week I've been jumping, timeline jumping from here to there, so just ignore me. And as we invite our spirit and our angels and our ancestors and our ascended masters and our spirit guides to this space, we also want to give thanks to Gaia for providing these beautiful gems here, from her belly, these beautiful flowers, hydrangea from the garden, carnation from a beautiful bouquet that was gifted to me. Here we have a Amazonite, we have Larimar, we have heart chakra stone of rose quartz, we have supporting our crown chakra amethyst, and our third eye, our intuition as well, and healing, and then we've got green fluorite and bloodstone. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this reading. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed. Again, how many times can I invite them to this space? I just love it when they're here. I just want them to know they're welcome 100 times over. Spirit guides and ascended masters to this space, if they're not already here, to deliver the messages for July 3rd, 2020. Geez, yesterday we were in 3030, and today we're in January. We're back in January. Okay. Which, coincidentally, January 3rd is my brother's birthday. So for some of you guys, you might be thinking about a sibling, a brother in particular. Okay. Yes. All right. Here's our 9 of Pentacles that came out yesterday. 8 of Wands. I like it. And then we get the 5 of Wands. Ooh, all right. Nice reading. Overall energy is the 7 of Cups. This is 7 of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. In particular, the 7 of Cups represents Venus and Scorpio. So as you guys know, we have Venus has gone direct in Gemini. So we're really sort of pushing towards love. We want to be wild. We want to let loose. We want to love. But we also have Mercury in retrograde. So we kind of also have to pull back. So it's kind of this sort of this push and this pull energy that we're going through. The 7 of Cups, though, is about having many options. So some of you might have a lot of options in love or are trying to make a decision. You've been offered a few different jobs or you're trying to decide which path to take. What's beautiful about the 7 of Cups energy is that all you have to do is ground. You have the answers. Your heart, your soul know which one make you really happy. Even if you have to sort of wade through, allow yourself to wade through the pretty ones, which options look more beautiful than others, which ones are just glittery and meant to sort of distract you, and then which ones, even if you get rid of the what ifs and the coulda, the would-haves and the should-haves, which one is it that would really make you smile, right? So that's nice energy. I like it. The first card out is the Ace of Inspiration, the Ace of Wands, a huge blessing, a huge green light from the universe, you guys. So whatever this is, you're doing just fine and you're going to make the right choice. And it's an important choice that you have to make right now. It's the choice that it's a very important developmental step on your journey is what they're telling me. And sorry, just to go back to the 7 of Cups in reverse, it takes us back to that 6 of Cups. So for some of you guys, that's soulmate energy. The 6 of Cups is also about family. And what did I say? January 3rd, my brother's birthday. So some of you guys, this has to do with a sibling or family members or something having to do with your childhood. I just got also something about the childhood home. Okay, so there may have been like something having to do with inheritance or trying to decide what to do with the home, to sell it, for how much, that sort of thing. That's just going to be a specific message for one or two of you. Then we get the Nine of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. In specific, or specifically, this is Venus and Virgo. All right, so we've got a lot of Venus going on here. So Venus, remember, is about love, it's about family, it's about money. Venus going direct, but it's also, we're in Gemini, so it's about having fun. Some of us need to bring a little bit of joy back into our lives, that childlike joy. And for some of us, it's, rekindling relationships with our siblings, people that we shared so much with. Pain, difficulties, but also joy and wonderment and learning and growing. So maybe a little bit of reminiscing is called for at this time. The Nine of Pentacles, though, is a little bit about codependency. When it's in the upright, it's alone but not lonely. Some of you guys might be really missing someone, and I'm getting maybe you're missing somebody who's passed on. Okay, for some of you guys, this is a sibling, or this is like a cousin. For some of you, it may be a soulmate energy. It could be, it could be a parent. But I'm picking up really more than anything the sibling connection here. Or somebody that you loved like a brother, okay, that's somebody who's passed on that you might be sort of reminiscing about. Spirit's telling me if you've been dreaming of this person, that they've been visiting you. They've either been trying to give you messages, or they've been visiting you in the dream space. And if you don't remember, that's for healing. Okay, that's like psychic surgery that was going on. But the Nine of Pentacles in reverse takes me back to that Eight of Pentacles. This is something I think a lot of you, if you did lose somebody, you definitely, and if it's recent, you're burying yourselves in work. I think if you did lose this person, or even if this was a breakup, if it was like a soulmate relationship, or maybe, you had maybe you left home or whatever it might be, you did it for work. Or you buried yourself in work. That was your coping mechanism. What's beautiful here is we have two eights, right? The Nine of Pentacles in reverse takes us to that Eight of Pentacles. This is about, putting in the hard work and perseverance. And, whatever inspiration that you've gotten in that dream space, maybe, or from this person, I really do feel like it's somebody who's passed over, and they've sort of been whispering in your ear. And I think maybe it's something that you always wanted to do when you were kids. Or, maybe you always really wanted to be something like a fireman or something when you were a kid. Like, that's just a weird example. And it may not obviously be for everybody. Or you wanted to be a marine biologist or something along those lines. And they're like trying to remind you of that, because you're trying to make this decision. For some of you, it's about your career. And it's really somebody, a passed on loved one saying, yeah, but remember when we were playing, or remember when we were in high school, how much you loved art, or something like that. Like, they've been like really a source of inspiration for you. And you might not even realize this. Oh, this is a fun, playful energy. I'm not getting like a lot of sadness and sorrow around this person passing, because for a lot of you with whom this is going to resonate, this was quite a while ago. Okay. Interesting. And then you get this Eight of Inspiration. This is what they're telling me, that these inspirations that you've had, some of you are being reminded of something that you wanted to do, and they're telling me you might have even done it in a past life. So if it's like you feel drawn to do something that's just kind of weird and that doesn't really run in the family, or you're not really sure where that comes from, they're like, well, you did this in your past life. But they're also telling me, but this is what we talked about doing when we were kids, or when we first got together, or whatever, when we got married, or something along those lines. And this inspiration to do that is coming from them. Yeah, like, so for some of you, it could be a cousin or something along those lines. Oh, interesting. This is cool. And this is where this inspiration is coming from. I almost feel like I want to cry here, you guys, because I'm like, I'm so happy, and they're so happy, and they're so proud of you, because they can see you sort of finally picking up on this. Like, yes, you're moving in the direction they want you to move in. And it's obviously you're not being controlled. You're not being, it's something good. It's something positive. They know that that's going to bring you happiness. That's going to bring you what you want. Okay, whatever this decision is. It could be, it could be to move on with a new partner. It could be in love. It could be in business. It could be, like, get that channel, that YouTube channel going. But you're being really, really supported from passed on loved ones here, or a particular passed on loved one who may have been a sibling, a soulmate, or somebody that you thought of as, you know, somebody you thought of as family. The Five of Wands energy is beautiful because it's in reverse, right? And so sometimes we can read this as toxic energy. For some of you, it is moving out of a toxic energy, maybe something that you were, you know, just too much struggle. And they're saying it's time to put the struggle behind you. And it takes us to that Four of Wands, which is the minor arcana version of the Sun card, happiest card in the deck. And they're saying this is going to make you really happy. You know, this is it. Go for it. This inspiration, this is divinely guided inspiration. And for some of you, it's not a passed on loved one, but it's your angels, it's your team, and they've been with you since birth. And they're like, yes, like reach out and grab it, you guys. It's for you to take. And this Five of Inspiration takes us to that Four of Wands. This is a contract. So for some of you, it's marriage. But for some of you guys, it's really like really committing to what's going to make you happy. And you guys know what that is. You know exactly what I'm talking about. For those of you this resonates, like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a person, or it's a job, it's a move, it's, you know, doing something that I'm just so happy for you. You guys are like, it's something that you've always wanted to do, and it's going to make you feel as happy as you can hear me right now, right? Like, I want to jump up and down. Like, I can see your spirit team. They're like high-fiving, like they're getting the message. You know, they're finally hearing it. Like, we got them this far. We're so proud of you. You know, do what makes you happy. Really nice. Really nice. Some of you guys have been unhappy for too long. And this Ace of Inspiration, that's definitely divinely guided. All right, happy ending. Love it. Look at that. Look at that. I love this. This is that solar plexus chakra. You guys, I'm almost near tears here. I really am, like in a good way, like crying for joy. That's the energy that, you know, that my guides are giving me, you know, from your guides. Like this, they're so happy this is happening. It's just going to be happy all around. You know, happiest card in the deck. And then we get this yellow. This is that solar plexus energy. So remember where in the beginning I said I'm a little bit out of breath. So it's really important that you sort of align yourselves if you're sitting down, if you've found yourself slouching throughout this reading. Maybe you straightened up in the beginning. This is your reminder to sit back up. Don't cut off that solar plexus energy. Which is going to really take away from, you know, the more we slouch, and I have horrible posture sometimes. So it's a reminder for me as well. But when you stand up straight, or you know, put your shoulders back, you align your chakras, and you don't cut off that power. You don't cut off your courage, and you don't cut off your power. And I love how this purple amethyst color is really picking up on, you know, this healing energy that's associated with setting yourself free, allowing yourself, giving yourself the permission to be happy and to make this choice that's long overdue. Spirituality. Some of you guys are moving into a spiritual career, you know, finally getting into, you know, making that tarot channel happen, or that business, that empathic business, you know, getting, you know, just getting that website up and in order. And they're just, you know, everybody's rooting like a marathon is what I'm picking up on. Like, you can do this. It's going to be so great. All right, and then self-love, look at that coming out. Look at that. And so you have 77 followed by 61, which breaks down to a 7. So this is your spiritual team coming through so strong, you guys. So strong. Yeah, and for some of you, they are telling me it is a passed on loved one. And you know who it is. You've probably even thought of or dreamt about them recently. And they're like, hello, we've been trying to get through for some time. So hopefully this reading is confirmation for you there. I love that. And they're fine. They're doing great. All right, and then we get achievement. This card just comes out every day this week. Focus on what makes you victorious. Yeah, just focus. You guys know what this is. You guys know what you need to focus on. I promise you, I have shuffled these cards because I was like, you know, the same card keeps coming out. Maybe I need to shuffle more. Now I know it's just, that's, you know, this theme this week is achievement. That you guys are so powerful. You guys are going to also, some of you guys are having your, you know, Jupiter returns, or you guys are having just these, you know, all the work that you're doing is coming back to you. And it's been a hard road, you know. Okay, and then we get patience. This came out yesterday. No matter what the situation or delay is, your desire will come when it is meant to. So for some of you, this is a long time coming. But you know how I think it was yesterday's message was that little push out of the nest, out of your comfort zone for some of you. So be patient with yourselves. Yeah, really nice, you guys. Really, like really warm and fuzzy feelings I'm getting. Okay. All right, just like all week, I'm going to be pulling from the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and then at the end we'll share a little invocation to make it all a little bit more real for us, if it isn't already. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm happy because my guides are just, they're over the moon. And they're telling me that your team as well is just over the moon with what you're doing and this decision that you're going to make. Okay, and we get meaningful sacrifice. Yes, we get Ascended Master Jesus and Rosofia. Ooh, Crystal Masters 333. So you might be seeing that a lot if you wake up at 3 in the morning. Some of us are, some of you guys are waking up at 3 in the morning. Take that as a sign. You also get the number 23. That might be important to you, or part of a sequence of numbers that you're seeing. Because we don't always just see like the same number. Some of us see different numbers or sequence all the time. All right, so we get meaningful sacrifice. We bring you the blessing of meaningful sacrifice to manifest your divine destiny. That's this. This is it. This is why they've been sort of whispering in your ear and pushing you, and you've been having little dreams, and this decision is about manifesting your destiny. And that's why your spiritual team is like, it looks like a marathon. Like they've pulled everybody into the arena to cheer you on, whatever this is for you guys, a relationship, a job, whatever. There are times when want must give way to a greater need. It may feel as though you are being denied the very thing that you yearn for the most. Okay, but be patient. However, when meaningful sacrifice is being asked of you, there is a far more generous and loving reality at play. So yeah, some of you guys, something didn't work out for you. Okay, and that's sort of, and this is interesting because I was just listening to another reader talk about a Jupiter return and about, a lot of people before they're really successful, how they have these moments of they want to give up. And usually, when everything, you've been working so hard at something, even, a love relationship, and you're just like, it's not going to work. Okay. And especially in career, and, some of you guys might have channels out there, what have you, but whatever this is, you might have felt or be at that point where you're ready to give up and throw your hands up in the air. And this is this card, this patience coming out. You're going to win this. And you're going to win really big, and you're going to get the recognition that you deserve. Do not give up, okay? Don't give up. What is being denied now will ultimately create the opportunity for far greater gain. This doesn't necessarily resolve the pain of unfulfilled desire in this moment, but it does soothe your soul with the understanding that if you feel denied, it is only so that your fulfillment can come about in a more extraordinary and generous expression in due course. Oh. All right, so let's take a look at the healing process. I'm going to read to you, and then we'll do our little prayer together. So I call upon the crystal angel of Rosofia and Ascended Master Jesus Christ, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of meaningful sacrifice. May the discipline asked of me be an opportunity for me to discover my inner strength, courage, and faith. Right? Did we not get that courage card and this bloodstone? All right, so if you don't have bloodstone and you need it, it's a good time to get some. May I be supported by love to surrender my attachments to how I wish things would be, so that the universe may bless me with all that would cause my soul to overflow with joy. May I be protected and nurtured on my true path and divine destiny at all times. All that I unconditionally surrender to divine love attracts even greater blessings into my life. You guys, your blessings are coming. 4 of Wands energy. They're really coming. You know, Seven of Emotions, this is what, I can't remember, I think it was Mystic Tarot. I can't remember what her name was. She's a good reader too. She would always call this a dump truck load of blessings. So they're coming. I accept the blessings that become available to me through the meaningful sacrifice, through divine grace and my own free will. So be it. All right, so now if we want to further integrate the guidance, let's go ahead and take a look at this mandala image for a crystal angel and ascended master, Jesus Christ, and really open up that heart chakra as we're saying this, and make sure you know, I sound like your gym teacher or your mother here. Make sure you're sitting up straight. All right. I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release all attachment, guilt, shame, and manipulation, lack of forgiveness and anger, betrayal, abandonment, and intimidation that have contaminated my experience of love and ability to trust in the universe. For those of you that this is a passed on loved one, a sibling, or somebody that you love, they're telling me that you did feel abandoned. Some of you might have felt guilty. Some of you might have felt anger and like you don't forgive them for leaving your life. Okay, some of you even felt betrayed, okay, by them and by the universe and by spirit. Okay, and they want you to know that all of your feelings are and were valid, but the time of healing has come. Wow, they're really coming through. All right. I now choose to know. Geez, I'm gonna cry here, you guys. Honor and express the purity of meaningful sacrifice with the full understanding that a higher grace guides me, right? That's them. Protects me, empowers me, as needed to walk my sacred life path and fulfill my divine destiny. I trust in this grace unconditionally. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. Amen. Aho. And they want me to end with, you are never alone, and you have never been alone, even if you did feel abandoned. Okay? I love you guys so much. I just got chills all over my body. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. Please have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.